Hey, good afternoon to everybody. Happy Sunday. It's Daryl here. It's not so bright and early. It's 3:30 p.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Okay, you might be watching this Monday morning. I probably will save this for Monday morning. I'm not sure yet. I have to talk about this. I did not expect, I kind of expected some kind of some BS about President Biden's comments about when he was asked, has he seen Trump's mugshot? Did he see the interview with Tucker Carlson and Donald Trump? I'm sure you've all seen that by now. If you haven't seen it, it's down below. He was asked, President Biden was asked, have you seen Donald Trump's mugshot? And right off the bat, I'm thinking, that's a loaded question. He's asked this question, so what is he going to respond, to that? This is the guy, Trump's the guy that's going around saying that he's incompetent, he's too old, sleepy Joe Biden, and the worst of all, saying that Biden stole the election from him. So it's a loaded question. I kind of laughed when I heard him say, he's a handsome guy, a wonderful guy, and he just smiles when he says it. I kind of laugh because it's kind of like blowing the question off, because whoever the reporter was setting him up. There's no good answer to that question. What is he going to say? There's nothing good to say. This guy, they're basically enemies, much to Trump's doing. And like I said, I kind of laughed when I saw Biden, respond to that. It was the best possible answer I figured. Just kind of blow it off and just, he's a handsome guy. He's a wonderful guy, And I can't believe the media. I'm going to read some of the. I guess there was some booing in the background. So he was coming out of a Pilates class, and there was some booing. Some of the people followed him out, and there were some other people trying to drown out the people that were booing. And I couldn't believe, I'll have the links down below, I could not believe what the media said about this. TMZ, the Daily Mail, the New York Post, and not just right wing, but left, like usually TMZ is kind of in the middle. They don't, as far as politics go. TMZ called him snarky, said he mocked Trump. There was other one. There was one media. I don't know if it was a Daily Mail that said he came out of the Pilates class and he was feeling pugilistic. Yeah, pugilistic boxing. Wow. A lot of others said, he kicked him. He kicked Trump when he was down. And all these other things. And I just look at the media telling people, trying to play with people's emotions. They're reporting the story accurately, but they set Biden up by asking him this question. And then they blow it up out of proportion by saying, that Biden mocked him, and Biden is snarky, and kicked him when he was down, and Biden's pugilistic or ready for a fight, and also and when Biden just basically blew off the question, I could not believe the comments. And I guess there was people on Twitter that were complaining about it, about Biden's response. Like, what was he supposed to say? How many different names has Donald Trump called Biden? Over the years. I think handsome, wonderful guy is. I did not foresee the right having such a fit over this. Now, there's some other links down below. Here's a good one. This family was leaving Walt Disney World in Florida, and they looked up and they saw Donald Trump in the clouds, and it might be a sign. I'll probably use that on the thumbnail. It's just unbelievable. On Fox News, the link for this will be down below. I'm not sure this reporter's name. I don't know the guys from Fox. I don't want to know the guys from Fox. But he actually says there's two kinds of mugshots. There's the kind that looks sad and pathetic, and then there's the kind that look defiant. And I think he named Elvis Presley, Janis Joplin. I didn't even know those guys got arrested. And then he names Martin Luther King. And here's the thing, just when Trump's mugshot, I think it falls almost on the exact day of the 60th anniversary of the March on Washington, Martin Luther King's famous speech, I Have a Dream. So Fox News has pictures of Trump next to Martin Luther King, comparing the two. That's there's some mug shots that are pathetic, and then there's some that are defiant, and they talk about his gleaming hair, and oh my God, it's a cult. It's a freaking cult. Like I said, I'll have the links below. And again, I just have to bring this up. I really started thinking about 2024, and I really feel like we're heading for a cliff. I do. I don't see any good way. I hate to say this, but I don't see any good way this is going to turn out with Trump running against Joe Biden. If he wins, I think the next 4 years, if Trump actually wins, the next 4 years it's going to be nothing. You see his face on that mugshot. The next 4 years it's going to be nothing but revenge. If he does anything for the climate or for the economy or for the Ukraine, if anything, it's going to have stuff thrown in with revenge. I think everything he says and does if he does win, and that's probably the best case scenario if Trump wins. And this is why I'm saying that. If he loses, which he probably will, it's going to be just a whole replay of January 6th, but that much worse. There's no way that Trump will ever admit that he lost. So if this happens again, if he loses again to Joe Biden, what do you guys think is going to happen? I think, unless America has one of those amazing moments where the majority of the people just stand up and say, enough, it's over. He lost. Stop it. Like just one of those, God bless America moments, which I pray for. But otherwise, what's going to happen? His supporters believed him last time. They don't need any proof. They believed him last time. And this time, it's just, I can't imagine how bad it's going to be. He's never going to admit he lost. You hear people on the right talk about civil war, and I hate to say that. I don't see any way that this is going to turn out good. There's no good way for this to turn out. The election, 2024, November 2024, or when's the election actually in 2024, November 2024. I think we're headed for a cliff. I really do. I think it could be the end of America unless the majority of people get together and just tell Trump and his supporters, enough, it's over, you lost, again, stop it. And that includes the military and the police and the authorities, because I believe it's going to take that to calm down the supporters this time, his supporters, and I think we're headed for a cliff. Let me know what you think. The links will be down below. These ridiculous Trump in the clouds, and there was another one with AI where they actually showed Trump with his arm around Martin Luther King, like they're all buddies. I got to see what Martin Luther King, his family's saying about this. I can't imagine they're too happy about it. You guys, I'll be back with another video. You guys, let me know what you think. Have a great Sunday or Monday if you're watching this Monday.